A new line of genetic testing available called Personalized Vaccinomics, which allows parents to test their children prior to vaccination to see if they're predisposed to the side effects of vaccines. Here to tell us about it are Drs. Lana Gardner and Dr. Leah Teakle-Taylor with Docs Outside the Box and Kids Outside the Box. Doctors, this is such exciting news.
Thank you. We're very excited.
So tell me about the kits that you've developed and how it can help parents make wise decisions when it comes to vaccinating their children.
Absolutely. We actually created a new company called Docs Genetics, and then we decided that we wanted to know, or we knew that parents wanted to know if their child was predisposed to the side effects of vaccines. So we developed this as well as another part of the test that looks at how the child might potentially react to the materials and residual materials in vaccines.
Yeah, because a lot of times you figure this out after the fact. Like I told you guys that I got the COVID-19 vaccine and had terrible reactions to it. So you don't know until you get the shot. So how did you guys develop this?
So very simply, we took all the package inserts from all vaccines, which is public information. We created a huge spreadsheet of every vaccine and then all the side effects and all the materials. Then we lumped together all of the side effects into 8 categories, like immune, rheumatological, neurological, histamine, fatigue, cardio, and then the geneticists developed tests specifically for those categories.
So can you give me some examples of like how this applies to children?
Well, a lot of vaccines have the side effect of fever. A lot of vaccines have the side effect of seizures, even the children that haven't had a seizure before. So if you know that your child scored positive on the genes that say they're genetically predisposed to the febrile or the seizure reaction after vaccines, you may consider being more cautious with those shots, more cautious with that child around the time of the shot. You may choose to stall or postpone that shot, just give one shot instead of several shots on one day, or do whole food supplementation or homeopathic, which children respond to very well, around the time of the shot to try to minimize their risks and allow them to produce that healthy immune response that you're looking for without the side effects.
This is so long overdue because I know every parent should want to protect their children in any way they can, but then you don't want to harm your children. So, everyone's scared to talk about vaccines. I've asked several pediatricians and they're like, no, we have a lot to say, but we don't want to talk about it, which is sad because if we don't talk about these things, then, we can't learn. So now you've come up with this. Do you do other kits besides this?
Yeah, this is our major kit here, and inside each of these kits, Gail, is a vaccine safety sort of guideline that parents can use around the time they're considering any shots. And it is overdue, and people consider this kind of a hot potato to talk about, but Americans want to know, and parents want to have some knowledge and some way to make their decisions. One of these is just simply a collection of genes that have been found to be consistent with potential higher risk of autism.
Wow.
And that's what people are really concerned about. Parents everywhere know that the increased risk of autism could apply to one of their children. So one of the kit tests is just strictly for the genes that we know now may predispose a child to autism. You might want to do that with the newborn, or prospective parents might want to do that to know ahead of time and
Brilliant.
get services in place and have the pediatrician looking a little closer at the milestones in that kid.
Ladies, doctors, this is absolutely brilliant because the faster you get help if a child's diagnosed,
Yes, ma'am.
the better the outcome.
Yes.
Docs Outside the Box and Kids Outside the Box are located in St. Petersburg. For more information, call 727-498-8898 or visit online at docsoutsidethebox.us. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.